it's about that feeling of community and sharing a meal.
It's all the different senses you could possibly imagine.
This has been my favorite job. This is the most fun to come to. It's the most exciting part of my day.
Oh my gosh, it's so smooth.
That is so good. Oh my goodness.
Hi, I'm Garrett Thienes, and I'm the chef and owner of Harvest Eatery here in Shaunavon, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Kristy. I'm the owner of Harvest Eatery here in Shaunavon, Saskatchewan. Harvest Eatery is a restaurant that we opened in Shaunavon, Saskatchewan with the dream of pursuing our dreams. So Garrett, as a chef, wanted to come back to his community and give back to his community. And me, as his wife, wanted to support him and see what living in a small town was like. And here we are 10 years later.
Harvest Eatery is a 45-seat, semi-upscale, casual fine dining. It's tough to really describe what it is. I would call it gourmet comfort food. We use the word eatery because we like to maintain the casuality of the restaurant. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to go with it. We focus on preparing approachable dishes that are recognizable, utilizing local ingredients and the techniques I've learned in the last 20 years as a professional chef.
The town of Shaunavon, the tagline is "Where the West is still wild." And really, we've experienced that you can do whatever you want here if you really work hard and put your mind to it. It's the Wild West, and you can open a gourmet restaurant.
My role here as owner and chef really encompasses a lot of things in the business. Day to day, I'm mostly focused on the creation and execution of our food program and menu, as well as the quality of our hospitality and service here. But it really can encompass anything from being the janitor all the way to being the bookkeeper. So it's a lot of hats.
My role at Harvest Eatery is owner at this point and also marketing. So behind the scenes, I work nowadays, and I'm doing menu design and promotion on social media and any event promotion that we do, and poster design. Formerly, I was the general manager. So in that role, I ran the floor at the restaurant, I managed staff, I just made sure everybody was happy, including our staff and the guests.
The best way to describe the cuisine here, I think, the word I often use, not just with our food, but with our service, is authentic. And we're really trying to produce something that we're genuine about. We're not trying to imitate somebody else. We're not trying to just sell a story or a pretty looking dish that you can photograph. For me, if that last bite doesn't leave you wanting more and wanting to come back, then we've failed at what we've done. And our approach with ingredients really was to showcase what people were already doing here. The butcher shop was actually a prime example of that. It existed about a year before us, and they were taking local beef, slaughtering, butchering it, producing it, and showcasing it here. And then it's my job to take that product and present it to our guests in a way where they eat it and they go, oh my God. We wanted to create something where you can enjoy really high quality food, great, incredible service, all the things that kind of are associated with fine dining, but without the stuffiness, where you can just come in a jeans and a t-shirt versus a suit and tie, or however you want to dress. We just ask for clothes and really enjoy an incredible meal. The menu here is comprised of, I guess, what I envision as what Saskatchewan tastes like. So you can expect to find a lot of pickling and canning, fermenting, preservation techniques. We focus on what's produced most and best in this area. So pulse crops, mustards, canola. We work with local pork, chicken, beef, wild game, bison. A lot of times we have a little bit of barbecue. We have, meat and potatoes dishes, and we have some more elevated dishes that I don't think you'd ever expect to find in a town like this. It probably are more at home in a city like Vancouver or Calgary.
So this is a throwback to our first menu 10 years ago.
Yeah, I thought it looked familiar.
Yeah, so working on similar style, but I've obviously changed a little bit to make it a bit more modern, a bit more new to us, and obviously room to fit more menu items.
I like it. I think the layout's awesome. I noticed a couple of small things, like the lamb is still all capsed here. This was just a cheat note for myself, so we can take that out. Our duck eggs, they've moved and the ducks stopped laying eggs for the boys, so I don't know when I'll be getting them back. Yeah, so we'll just run with our free run eggs until I can get back onto the duck egg train.
Yeah, I just need to add new pricing information.
Yeah.
And then what I've done with the animals is I've started highlighting the parts on the butcher image to the cuts that we use in the restaurant.
Cool.
So my other question is, on our last menu, I had all of the images and the names of the farms or producers that we had listed at the bottom. I don't have room on this, but I could make room. Do you think that's too much?
Would we be able to do it down the side, vertically?
I can try. Yeah?
You're probably gonna hate me a little bit too, because I want to add a third combination under our smoked meats and do a rib and brisket combo. I mean, it's already there anyway. I've had people request it, so I just thought it makes sense.
I'll make it fit because I want to eat it.
Yeah, half rack of ribs and like a 4-ounce brisket portion. Awesome. And then we need to add grilled romaine under this listing as well, because it's been ordered quite frequently in lieu of a Caesar salad. What are your thoughts? Is it too much? Is it too busy? Is it too much food? Should I be trimming some things out? I mean...
I don't think it's overwhelming. I think that there's variety. I think that it's to the point. And if you look at this section, I mean, a lot of that is combination of what we've got going on.
The family meals are built up on.
I think that you've done a really great job, and I cannot wait to try the duck and the pork.
Yeah, the pork and the duck.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it. I mean, we've got Solo Italia with their ciabattas on here. We've got Ranch House with our meat.
So you like it?
I love it. I think the menu's awesome. I love it. I'll email you some stuff, and we better get hurrying because I can hear a little girl singing in the background that just won't sit still much longer. So. It's beautiful, baby. You're singing so beautiful. We just need a minute, okay? Today we're going to be making our smoked bison carpaccio. It's a dish kind of found its way onto the menu at Harvest as a result of my digging into what Saskatchewan cooking really is, or the history, the lineage of how we got to where we are today. So we wanted to showcase really Saskatchewan on a plate, and utilizing bison was a big part of that. We used black beans, and we created an aioli, which is basically a mayo-based sauce from scratch. So with that, we're gonna add just a couple of nice little dots around our plate. We don't want to, again, we're here to talk about the bison, so we don't want to add a whole bunch of extra flavors that are going to hide that. We're looking to add flavors that are going to complement that. To complement that rich, earthy flavor, the truffle, we wanted to bring something light, so we created a sour cream or a crema with a little bit of fresh avocado. And we create batches of this while the avocados are in season. Again, seal it, preserve it, and we have it. So now we'll add a few dots of our crema. We take our pickles. We have a little bit of sweet and spicy pickle here, so we add jalapeno, some sugar to the blend. We're just gonna lightly sprinkle that around the top. We're gonna add our pickled turnip now. Bright flashes of pink all over the plate. And not only do these add color and flavor, but they add texture. They add a little bit of crunch. Everything else would be really smooth. And it's super important to me when it comes to cooking. It's not just about creating flavors, but to keep someone's mouth or palate excited, I really find there needs to be a difference in textures as you're eating the dish. So a little bit of soft, a little bit of crunchy. What we've done is we've taken traditionally the capers that they would use, and we've lightly fried them. So it takes a little bit of the brininess and saltiness away from them, and it makes them kind of crunchy and pop as you're eating this dish. And finally, to finish the dish, we have fresh arugula, a very classic Italian addition to the dish. Arugula is really peppery, especially this younger stuff we get. It's got this really subtle peppery finish to it. And so this is gonna add a touch, just a little touch of spice to what we're creating here. And so with a little bit of love and a lot of time spent at the start, it takes just a few minutes for us to produce an incredible dish like our bison carpaccio, which we think screams Saskatchewan on a plate and is nice, light, refreshing, and leaves a lot of room for a big, delicious steak afterwards.
Yeah, at Harvest Eatery, we have a really great cocktail list that we've worked really hard with local distillers and our staff and people we know who love to create something that really exemplifies what Saskatchewan creates here. We do have draft beer, all local, brewed, and then we've got an extensive wine list that Garrett works very hard to create and I work very hard to taste.
So one of the best parts about working at the Harvest Eatery is getting to make the cocktails. It's definitely something that I had to learn, but there's some real fancy drinks. And one of our favorites here is our banana bread old fashioned. So it's quite simple. We just use an ice ball. We've got 2 ounces of our Buffalo Trace bourbon. It's topped with some banana clove syrup. This is all made in-house. This is a spin on the regular old fashioned, but it definitely has that banana bread taste to it, which is really nice. It's topped with some all bitters. And it's just topped with an orange peel. You give it a good stir. And this is our banana bread old fashioned.
I've designed everything that you've seen in Harvest Eatery. So any banner, poster, logo, sticker, menu, it's just all been something that I've had the joy and so much fun to create for the restaurant. Yeah, the space at Harvest Eatery is open concept kitchen where everybody is involved in the whole dining aspect.
We talked about it, and growing up, I mean, the best parties you attended, most times you ended up in the kitchen, and that's where everyone kind of congregated. And when we talked about dinner parties, my parents hosting it in hospitality, I mean, the kitchen is the heartbeat of any restaurant. In my opinion, the kitchen is the most important thing.
Having an open kitchen is a very different style of cooking because you have to also be aware of the customers when you cook. It's just, you're also putting on a show when you're cooking, so you have to be very presentable and just make sure everything is organized and clean, and the customers can enjoy the experience as well.
So when you walk in, you know, it's warm colors. You get the glow off the replication bronze ceiling tiles. You get the creak of the old flooring. We knew the feel that we wanted to create, and we really wanted to go back to that feel of Saskatchewan and tell the history and the story of it. And so in that restaurant design, I was able to source old ceiling tiles to back the bar. We were able to get all the chairs from an auction in Edmonton, and some of them have names carved into them, which I think just give them life, and find reclaimed tabletops from threshing floor in old barns. The Blind Boar is our speakeasy that we opened in 2019. It became our cocktail lounge that was this private room, sneaky entrance through the back of the restaurant. We called it the Blind Boar because a lot of speakeasies are called the Blind Pig because they're hidden, and we wanted to go a little more Sasky. So that's why we chose the boar. The logo came from that. So it's a big boar's head, it's bold, and then I mimicked the malachite walls on its tusks and threw some sunglasses on him, and he's got the H logo on as a throwback to Harvest Eatery as well.
The team at Harvest Eatery is, we're at 11 or 12 strong now between our full-time and part-time staff. Rebecca Lewins is one of our newest employees here. I guess her and Isabel Beauchamp. Rebecca and Isabel both been outstanding, but Rebecca's a little more senior in terms of how long she's worked in the restaurant industry and has really just kind of taken the bull by the horns here and is now helping with managerial stuff.
So my role here is to serve the guests all of our fine foods and cocktails, to get the cleaning and organization of the restaurant ready to go and to have a good time. This has been my favorite job. This is the most fun to come to. It's the most exciting part of my day. I love working here. It's the passion that everybody has on our team. Everybody's striving for the same goal, and it's fun to be around people that want to rise up.
Sam Thiesen's also been with us for 7 years. He started in grade 12 at 17 years old and is now into his second year of culinary as an apprentice and is my sous chef here at night.
They are very hands-on kind of managers. It's very nice because I've had some managers who were not, and to have people who at the end of the day you can also not treat them like managers, but as friends or even family and mentors, it is a refreshing experience to have.
Garrett and Kristy are top-notch managers. They definitely expect us all to be on our best. They expect us to perform a certain way. They want all of our guests to come in and out each time with the same feeling, walking out that they have been served very well, that the food has been great. And so we really do try to match what Garrett and Kristy are putting on the table.
The culture here, it's very unique because it is, again, such a small restaurant. Everyone's almost like a very tight-knit family here. We all know each other. We all sometimes have some good arguments, but then we all have lots of fun together as well.
Yeah, we've just been so blessed that the people that have come on board and work with us really buy into what we're doing and pour themselves into it. And I think they're getting something back as a result too, so. Our local suppliers are actually quite wide-ranging. I mean, starting with Ranch House Meats, who does our beef and works with a number of different ranchers in the area. They also slaughter our bison from Merrick Wignes, Wignes Bison out near Admiral.
Well, not only are they just across the street, which makes it extremely nice, but obviously we've had a great relationship with Rusty over the years, and it's lasted, over 10 years now, and we continue to do work with him daily. And we're always talking to each other and going over new menu ideas and different ways that we can improve our meat and what he's looking for in the restaurant.
There's really no, this is who we deal with. It's basically who knocks on our door, who reaches out to us, how can we implement that into the menu, and how can we showcase those ingredients.
Well, we love the direction that Garrett has taken with Harvest Eatery. To have it right next door to us is we're extremely blessed to be able to work with them every day.
Solo Italia is a great one to mention as well. We've been working with them for a number of years. They do all of our ciabatta baguettes and breads, and that's just because we bake a lot in-house, but his starter gives it such a unique and incredible flavor that we really wanted to showcase it. And so we started bringing in his pizza crusts and doing like our own wood-fired pizzas and stuff out of here.
We're a big backbone of this community in Shaunavon. For us, having the support from the local people, it's everything to us. It keeps us going, and it keeps the town going.
Hey, thank you so much.
Our smoked bison carpaccio.
Great.
We've got achiote rub on the outside, fried capers. The pink is pickled turnip, fresh arugula. The green sauce is your avocado crema, and the whiter, lighter colored sauce is your black bean and truffle.
Awesome.
Looks great.
Thank you so much. I'm like, I feel like you kind of gotta get like a little bit of everything in one bite too. Okay, here it is. First time trying some raw meat. Goodness.
That is so good. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. It's so smooth.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Like I don't know what this is, but I'm like, I want to almost like try everything alone and then together at the same time. For a second I was like, how do we tackle this? But I mean, it just falls apart.
Harvest is a very special place. The atmosphere here is very unique. Yeah, I always feel like it's very nice, calm, nice place to come hang out, have a couple drinks, catch up with friends.
Yeah, I enjoy that it's very like homey. There's always something to look at. There's always different artwork on the walls. I enjoy that, you know, we can have a conversation and not feel like, you know, we're yelling or have to be quiet at the same time. It's a great environment to be in.
Cheers.
I think people are great, and I really think for the most part they get it, and if they didn't, we wouldn't be here for 10 years in a little town doing what we're doing, and we can't do it without, I mean, we get a lot of tourism, a lot of people, and what I mean by that is even an hour or two away coming in for dinner from Medicine Hat, Swift Current, and that's great, but we almost consider them local. They're our friends now. They've been coming here for a number of years. Some of them have developed even beyond just like guest friendship relationships into very close friends that we've spent a number of years with. And I think without their support, without their belief, we never would have achieved this. And by achieving what we've done here with their support, it's given other people hopes and dreams to go to other areas of the province and do the same thing. And that's the coolest thing in the world. So.
Is there a restaurant or beverage producer you'd like to see featured on maxTV Local? Let us know at SaskTel.com/local.